the current industry, especially in the AV industry, is very transactional in terms of the nature of being able to buy something as a capital expense. It gets integrated, installed, and then I replace it 3-5 years later. And so I think it's really important from a subscription standpoint to make that easy. A lot of companies have tried and failed at doing this in a manual process, and it doesn't work. One of those clients is a manufacturer in this industry, and when they started to look at requirements around it, they had, okay, well, we need to be able to do some level of device management, but we needed a longer term play than that. Because device management, there were a lot of options out there, ranging from something simple with an MDM implementation to something that was more sophisticated. But they already had the vision to say, look, we need to be able to do something in terms of the integration of hardware and software as a solution and being able to transact that on a subscription basis. And there were very few options out there. And so that's when Xyte hit my radar and said, hey, look, this might just work really well for what we need to go do. And it's turned out that it is exactly fitting the vision for what they needed to be able to do for some of their hardware products. I think it's necessary for a lot of the manufacturers as their, not only their end customers get more sophisticated in their requirements, but also in terms of their channel. The channel's continuing to evolve to different levels of sophistication where some integrators understand from beginning to end and are very used to this capital expense model. Others are already accustomed to an agent or referral fee, working under different requirements based upon their customer's need. But then what's the business model? What's the financial model? Being able to answer all of those questions and put together a real go-to-market strategy around that first and foremost. So that's where TargetPath starts. And I think that moving forward, the technical side of it, we've done it. I've done it multiple times now. And so the technical side really is something that we can help solve too, but it starts with the business side. TargetPath can really help accelerate that process of getting through the business case justification, the model of how to go do that, and then move into technical implementation, and we can accelerate that process for a manufacturer very quickly. So on a personal level, I can tell you that my experience as one of the earliest clients with Xyte is that the team is so dynamic and is so ready to address questions that come up, can pivot on a moment's notice and say, hey, it would be great if we could do this. And then instead of waiting weeks, months for feature implementation, it's instantaneous.